Hello, and welcome to this course on dealing with trauma. Post-traumatic stress disorder can develop after someone experiences or witnesses a traumatic event that threatens their safety or the safety of others. While trauma can take many forms, some of the most common causes of post-traumatic stress disorder include military combat. Soldiers and veterans are at high risk for post-traumatic stress disorder due to their exposure to life-threatening situations in combat. The intensity of battle, loss of fellow soldiers, and the constant threat of danger contribute to trauma in this group. Abuse. Physical, sexual, or emotional abuse, whether experienced in childhood or adulthood, can lead to post-traumatic stress disorder. People who have been abused may develop long-lasting emotional scars, particularly if the abuse was repetitive or prolonged. Accidents. Serious accidents such as car crashes, workplace incidents, or severe injuries are common triggers for post-traumatic stress disorder. The suddenness of the event and feelings of helplessness during the accident often leave a lasting impact. Natural disasters. Survivors of earthquakes, floods, fires, or other natural disasters can develop post-traumatic stress disorder. These events can cause severe trauma, especially when they result in loss of life, injury, or destruction of homes and communities. Trauma doesn't have to be one of these specific events to lead to post-traumatic stress disorder. What's most important is how the individual experienced and processed the event. Any situation where someone feels intense fear, helplessness, or horror can potentially lead to post-traumatic stress disorder. Several factors, biological, psychological, and environmental, can increase or decrease the likelihood of someone developing post-traumatic stress disorder after experiencing trauma. Biological factors. Some people are biologically predisposed to developing post-traumatic stress disorder. This means they might have certain genetic traits that make them more likely to experience mental health issues, including post-traumatic stress disorder. For example, research shows that people with a family history of anxiety or depression are more vulnerable to developing post-traumatic stress disorder. Additionally, changes in brain structure, such as overactivity in areas that process fear, like the amygdala, can also play a role. Psychological factors. A person's psychological history can influence how they respond to trauma. Those who have experienced trauma in the past, especially in childhood, are more likely to develop post-traumatic stress disorder when they face new traumatic events. Mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, or a history of substance abuse also increase the risk of developing post-traumatic stress disorder. Environmental factors. The environment in which a person lives or works can affect their chances of developing post-traumatic stress disorder. If someone lacks strong social support or lives in a chaotic or unstable environment, they are more vulnerable to the effects of trauma. People who work in high-risk environments, such as emergency responders or medical professionals, are also at greater risk due to repeated exposure to stressful and traumatic situations. Just as certain factors increase the risk of developing post-traumatic stress disorder, other factors can help protect individuals from it. These are called protective factors, and they can reduce the likelihood of post-traumatic stress disorder developing after trauma. Strong social support. One of the strongest protective factors against post-traumatic stress disorder is having a network of supportive family members, friends, or colleagues. When people have someone to talk to about their experiences, it can help them process their trauma in healthier ways. Social support helps people feel less isolated and gives them a sense of belonging. Healthy coping strategies. People who have developed effective coping mechanisms, such as mindfulness, relaxation techniques, or problem-solving skills, are less likely to develop trauma. These strategies allow individuals to manage their emotional responses to trauma and reduce the impact of stress. Access to mental health resources. Early intervention with professional mental health support can prevent the development of trauma. Therapy or counseling soon after the trauma can help individuals process their feelings and understand their emotional responses, which can reduce the long-term effects of trauma. Resilience and optimism. A person's outlook on life can also influence their ability to cope with trauma. People who have a resilient mindset or a sense of optimism tend to recover more quickly from trauma. They are more likely to see challenges as opportunities for growth and healing, which can buffer the psychological effects of traumatic experiences. In summary, post-traumatic stress disorder is a complex condition that arises from a combination of traumatic experiences and individual factors. While there are clear risk factors for trauma, such as exposure to combat or abuse, there are also protective factors that can reduce the impact of trauma. Understanding these can help individuals and their support systems better navigate the recovery process. These videos are made possible thanks to our amazing sponsors. Meet anyone for anything on the Introducer app. Whether you're looking for friends, romance, or something in between, Introducer has you covered. Download for free today. Experience a new heaven and a new earth in a virtual paradise and global community. Church has never looked like this. Your contribution can bring Earth 2.0 to life. Finally, if you'd prefer to watch these videos without ads, visit our mental wellness hub on the Happy app. Click the links in the description. Finally, although this course was free for you, it was not free to get it to you. Please consider giving a small donation to help spread these courses around the world to those most in need. The link is in the description. See you in the next lesson.